So I typed in, is it okay to do your own homework and research towards trauma healing? And it says, yes, it's absolutely okay and often beneficial to engage in your own homework and research towards trauma healing. Taking an active role in your healing process can empower you with knowledge, help you understand your experiences, and provide you with tools to cope and recover. And then it goes on to give ways you can approach self-directed learning for trauma healing. So I'm just sharing today as, what I'm thinking. And I was curious about the word victim, playing the victim versus reality. Is there such a thing? So first I'd like to share the video I watched by Dr. Ramani. And she mentioned the word victimize is so weaponized by a narcissist. And all of us have a right to speak about our pain, but not shame and blame others without taking our own responsibility for our own actions. So, and then I saw something in another video where a person said they Googled women who can't admit when they're wrong. So although I like both sides of a story, I can never look at one side. Even though I got a split and they say you got a split, you need to only talk to splits. I don't agree with that. I agree with there's always more than one side to a story. There's feelings from all sides, So to just say because you're a man, you only talk to men. You're a woman, you only can relate and talk to women. Because of my background, I can't do that. So anyway, here's the video that I watched from Dr. Ramani, and gave some pointers on, like, if you think you're a narcissist, or she talks about that word victim and victimized. And sometimes we'll say, why me, like, why not you, and that was pretty interesting for me. Like, why are all these things happening to me? I'm the only one in the world that these things can happen to. I don't do that, but I've heard people do that or whatever, and sometimes it can be so painful where you feel that way, and you go why, you know what I'm saying? So why is everybody so mean to me? But that part is the victim mentality. And why do you feel as though you deserve so much justice, whereas other people don't? And that's something to think about. But I'm thinking about, on the flip side, when people say to others, stop playing victim, to shut people up so that they don't speak, because everyone has a right to tell their story or to speak how they want to speak. And so there's a difference between playing the victim and reality. Okay, here it talks about, after I typed in the difference between playing the victim and reality. And the reason I did that is because people that hear you talking and they shut you up real quick. Shut up and stop playing the victim, right? Or it's a trip. So it says playing the victim and experiencing genuine victimhood involve distinct psychological and behavior aspects. It's essential to differentiate between the two to promote a healthy understanding of one's own experience and to foster empathy in interpersonal relationships. And they, break it down by different topics. And say, for example, they have the 5 different topics: mindset and intention, responsibility, empathy and support, patterns of behavior, impact on mental health. And with each of these 5, it has a category of playing the victim versus reality of victimhood. So let's start with number 1. It says mindset and intention. Playing the victim. This involves adopting a mindset where a person exaggerates or manipulates their experiences to gain sympathy, attention, or support. It may be a conscious or unconscious strategy to avoid responsibility or consequences. And so the opposite of that would be the reality of victimhood. Genuine victimhood is not a choice. It results from experiencing harm, injustice, or adversity. Victims do not choose their circumstances, and their suffering is real and often beyond their control. So the second one is responsibility. And it says playing the victim versus reality of victimhood. Playing the victim, individuals who play the victim in responsibility tend to deflect responsibility for their actions and circumstances. They may blame external factors or other people for their problems. The reality of victimhood and responsibility: true victims acknowledge their experiences but may still take steps to regain control over their lives. They can recognize the impact of external factors without completely absolving themselves of agency. The third one, which breaks down these two on the category of empathy and support. So playing the victim in empathy and support. People playing the victim may seek empathy and support, but may do so in a way that manipulates or exaggerates their situation. The reality of victimhood in this title of empathy and support is genuine victims deserve empathy, understanding, and support. Acknowledging their experiences without judgment and offering genuine assistance can contribute to their healing. The fourth one is titled Patterns of Behavior. So playing the victim in patterns of behavior, it can become a consistent pattern of behavior where the individual repeatedly positions themselves as the victim in various situations. The reality of victimhood in patterns of behavior is genuine victimhood is often situational and may arise from specific events or circumstances. It is not persistent. It is not a persistent role that someone actively chooses. The last one is titled here, number 5, Impact on Mental Health. So playing the victim under impact on mental health, this behavior can contribute to a negative cycle of self-pity, resentment, and lack of personal growth. That's deep. The reality of victimhood under this here title, Impact on Mental Health. The reality is genuine victims may experience various emotional challenges, including trauma and distress. Recognizing and addressing these challenges is crucial for their mental well-being. It is important to approach individuals with empathy and discernment, recognizing that both scenarios exist. So the scenario of playing the victim and then the victim in reality, what really has happened. While it's essential to support those who have experienced genuine victimhood, addressing patterns of playing the victim may involve encouraging self-awareness and responsibility. So those harsh words of stop playing the victim is deeper than just shutting somebody the hell up and say, shut the fuck up and stop playing the victim. There's more to it. There's reality to it. And there's steps to being mindful with this here victimhood, this word victim.